Welcome. EF3. We got water. I go with what I like, not what other people like. I got red beans and rice and tilapia fish. I go with what I like. Shit, I'm ready to eat. Got some storms coming through. Okay. The bat phone trying to come on. It's the hell out of the way. Well, Biden got prostate cancer. Damn. Down to the bone. We all gotta go. We don't know what. We don't know what'll take us out. So enjoy yourself while you can. That's what I'm doing now. They had a little sail ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't understand how some shit like that can happen. They just don't make no sense to me. Casino for life and Tish Tails are going at it. I like listening to Tisha Tails, but she is kind of like not doing no homework. I mean, she feel like everything is being done because she's in the courtroom, but she's speculating. She's using hyperbole. She's thinking by unorganized perception. And she's skewing the truth. And that's problematic for those out here in the public that follow you. Everything she's saying is off emotion and overly excited. You can't do that. And you shouldn't do that. And she's very biased. It's evident that she wants Puffy to go down. Now, across the board, it seems as though we want to say that Cassidy masterminded this. Sometimes shit falls in your lap. Cassidy ain't that damn good, but she's good enough because she's been cultivated, cultured, and just so happened to walk through the right doors. She didn't choose Puffy. Puffy chose her. There's a big difference. Because if Puffy didn't like her, she would never have been around him. Not only that, I will agree from my little lame ass brain that she finessed the game once her and her exercise boyfriend start going broke. Because she was gonna go out on tour. And she decided, they both decided, even though they were broke, to have a baby. What part of the game is that? And for some unfortunate reason, she has no ill will towards Puffy. No matter how much he beat her ass. You can miss me on all these other so-called witnesses coming to the stand. I mean, that's a whole nother situation. You need to deal one thing at a time. Of course, this was domestic violence. But to put the man away for life, I'm not basing my communication off nobody else's. I'm doing this from the way I think and see it. Man, from every point of view that I see, she had all kinds of ways to escape. But she started becoming in love with her abuser. Now she wants to be the victim. And playing that role well. One thing about the big picture also, she has no fucking talent. And she said out her own mouth, I am a worker, not a singer, an artist. I am a worker. She's been caught up in so many lies. That she don't even care. What makes it so bad for me is I don't even think society gives a shit about how women. No, let me retract that. Let me state it in a different way. Not how, but society doesn't give a shit about what a woman says. She can say anything. And damn near do anything. What are we doing out here in life, man? Man, we just wasting each other's time. It's amazing when you have a motherfucker strung out, though. They can't stop loving you. Atlanta's no more longer a black city. Well, time changes. I'm quite sure gentrification led to the change. A displacement of 22,000 people. Yeah, gentrification, where they come to your city and bring all the uppity white folks or middle class white folks, or whichever one you want to call it, and kick the poor black people out, put them somewhere where they will eventually just dissipate into the desolate suburbs or just go into a deeper mist of poverty or find another city to go to. It's obvious. They want the uppity white folks to walk around and feeling free and comfortable in the same places that they would never walk into because it was shit poor and poverty and smelled like piss and ass and drug infested and, like rodent infested. Now they put up, and that's crazy how society. I know I'm right now. How can I say it? A scattered brain. I'm all over the place. Don't worry about me. We family. I'm eating. I'm trying to learn how to talk while I'm eating and entertain you all. No, it's not Golden Corral. It's from a fish place around the corner, if you will. It's my go-to. This meal only costs about $10. I get it off the kids menu. And it's always delicious. Yeah. Yep. They have crawfish boils there. It's called rockfish. Right here. Rockford spritzes. Yep. Yep. Rockford spritzes. That's here in Texas. And it's good. It satisfies the spot, hits the spot. But we doing too much, man. We need to go ahead and, I don't know, because there's nothing out here right now that I find interesting. I think the work, and sorry, I pray for Biden's recovery or the ordeal he's going to have to go through. But you know, I work in the hospital, so I see it all. By the way, yeah, I'm in the moment. I mean, I'm just sharing with y'all the truth. I don't know how long I'll be there because I'm getting offers from everywhere that's paying me substantially better, offering me more. There's a lot of changes that's happening, but I won't get into all that right now. But I'm just letting you know. And I'm almost off child support. Like I got I'm finished, done paying. So that's another whole big amount of money coming back to me. Don't ever let nobody drop some sort of shit in your drink. That's date rape. It don't matter, Bobby Mack. I seen you on Travis's show talking shit about me, bro. But I'm not gonna fuck with you in the wrong type of way. You can do whatever you want to. I see your comments and you playing both sides. And me and Travis don't have nothing against each other. That person that has their name out there on his channel is not me. I don't understand y'all so fascinated. My life is moved further so far away from that. Let it go, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all like a woman that can't get over a man, or vice versa. Y'all need to let it go. Come on, brother. I just was joking. It's not. It's fucking serious. If I'm the one, you're not living my life. You know, you're not living my life. You think it's a joke because I don't know you. You don't know me. You just see me online. You think you can say whatever you want over there and then over here, and then you want to ask me personal questions. You ain't trying to really get to know me. You don't give me no money. You don't do nothing for me to make me interested in believing what you're saying or anybody else. But here's one thing I will not do. I will not hate you because you are misinformed and not really paying attention to how, you're not talking to a person who don't exist. I'm a real human being, bro. I'm not bullshitting you. I don't know you, but I'm not a fake person, okay? Y'all think y'all can just clown around with people and it's all right. What I did in the past was real. I don't know what you're talking about, except for the fact that I work just like anybody else. I feel blessed that I was looking at Tupac. It just happened that I hit it by accident. The Tupac movie about him. And it was playing while I was sleeping. I was watching Casino for Life and Tisha Tales, their differences, and now I have to choose between one and the other, covering the Diddy case because I just started liking for Tales, Tisha Tales or whatever. And then all of a sudden, Casino started showing me a different type of way about her. And he's right, she's not doing no homework. She is in the courtroom though. She's out in the streets. But the way in which she's showing perception and articulating things that are not with, she's matter of facting them without fact checking them because she's utilizing her being there is enough. Like she's invoking herself, really saying, "Oh, P. Diddy looked at me. And he gave me this type of look like," and she's personalizing it. That right there is very dangerous. She could lose her life playing bullshit games. Like, slow down, baby. Slow down. A lot of these girls end up in messed up situations over being double agents and trigger happy, which they come. They be spewing information and hustling on the side trying to get a come up and end up trapped in a world that's misunderstood. But y'all never feel me though. Y'all hate my fucking guts. And that's why I get nothing. Y'all can just go crazy down there in the comment section. Lose your rabbit ass minds and go for it. Like the Star Report says, that's my troll babies down there. Yeah, that's my troll babies. They're puppets. They hand pound boys like Kali Muscle says. Cause I don't follow y'all. What we talking about? This right here is blackened tilapia, macaroni and cheese, red beans and rice, with some lemon juice. I have a nice cold Sprite. I got some lemon cake on deck in the ice box. And I'm not even interested in boxing no more. It don't. The story of a fight is so great, but I understand the game. Boxing is like, you know what I'm saying, a game. Oh, let me turn to the OKC. Oh God, little kids. Hold on, let me turn to the game. 60 minutes. I don't know what channel it's on. You got another show? Wow. I don't know what channel it's on. I'm not even worried about it.
I'm about to cash this check for $50,000 for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago.
Good.
Same press conference. I seen the video too. You like this? I didn't even peep it too. You was like, this motherfucker got his hands in his pockets. He was not trying to pose a threat.
He walked up to with his hands in his pocket. That shows that I ain't on shit. Like the kid walked up to the head with his head behind his back. That shows like I'm not gonna smack you, not gonna push you. You showing that you ain't on shit. Edgar walked out with his hands out, like try me, I dare you, type shit. So, I mean, you gotta have that whole energy. You about to fight the man, bro.
They said Shakur's fight was Bobby and said it was trash.
I mean, if the slap happens, it happens. Just ask Caleb Plant. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about him being the main event over Shakur?
Fuck Shakur. I really feel like Shakur Stevenson never been on pay-per-view. I feel like Shakur Stevenson will put you to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, in the crowd, not in the ring. Shakur Stevenson doesn't deserve a main event spot, honestly. Like, and all jokes aside, Shakur Stevenson is the only one out of all his peers who have not headlined the pay-per-view. Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, I'm not sure about Theo, but all his peers have passed him by career-wise. Shakur is still on somebody's undercard. Shakur's the most accomplished. He said that shit too. And he made sure he went out his way to let Edgar know that, yo, bro, you my boy, bro. I ain't gonna disrespect you. I'm not saying I'm crazy, bro. Like, well, hey, what he say? I would never beef with you in real life. He deleted it, but I screenshot it. He said, I'll never beef with you in real life. I'm just saying, I'm more accomplished. Fuck your accomplishments, bro. Edgar Berlanga, say what you want. You're not accomplished. But he has that star quality over Shakur Stevenson.
I think that was like so counterproductive for him to say that shit, because you're saying you're more thing, but why isn't that changing the fact that you still the co-main event? You know what I'm saying? You still the co-main event, so you're basically letting everybody know that you just don't sell shit. You know what I'm saying? You could have just stayed shut and be like, you know what, shout out to Edgar, you know what I'm saying? I understand the business side of things and why they would make him the main event, so shout out to him. You know, I'll have my turn eventually, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple. If you feel like that deep inside, that's cool. But you could see it came out of hatred. Like, he's not understanding the business side of things in boxing, bro. Like, there's a reason why he's main eventing. And you're saying all of this about your accomplishments. Yeah, you got this, you did this. Then why the fuck ain't you the main event, bro?
Because nobody wanted to.
Because now you're just wasting your time. Yeah, you're not convincing nobody
Because
to make you the main event.
he
So why
didn't
you
beat
saying
Garcia.
Now you can't take it back. You already said it on the radio, a very popular radio station, and you can't take it back. So what was the purpose of that?
Just to cry, play a victim.
He didn't beat Ryan Garcia.
He look like a bitch, bro. And he does the same thing every fight. He promises, this fight, you gonna see the new and improved Shakur, or you don't know how hard I've been working, and the same thing happens. Same boring shit. And you can never compare the man to Floyd Mayweather, bro. I'm sick of people
Devin
saying, he's just
Haney
like, no, the fuck, he's not just like Floyd,
and
bro. I'm a little older, bro. I remember seeing Pretty Boy transition to Money Mayweather. Money
Stevenson
Mayweather. Say what you want about Money Mayweather. Whoever don't like him, I don't
are
care.
trash.
With Maidana, Marcos Maidana, the attack dog, you only had 1 year. Go forward and flood forward with punches. Floyd stood in the pocket. You would catch shit, bam, and shoot back. Shakur don't do that. You can't compare Shakur to Floyd Mayweather, bro. Shakur, hey, like Gervonta say, Shakur's defense is just jump back. You hit, he'll be back. He'll jump back. He just skips out the way. No longer in range to shoot back. Floyd did not do that. Floyd will catch, shoot, left counter, pull counter. They're two different fighters, bro. Shakur is the most boring motherfucker in the world. At the end of the day, it's professional boxing, bro. People want to see excitement. We know you good defensively, bro. But what do you bring with your hands?
You
Your
run.
little fucking hands. Fuck Shakur Stevenson, bro. Excuse my language.
Nah, you good. My thing is, motherfuckers always bring up, hit not get hit. I get that. But motherfuckers not doing enough hitting. That's the problem. We want the hit not get hit. We get it. We get it, mother. We don't want you to have CTE. But do some hitting. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing enough hitting. All you're doing is not getting hit. But you're not doing the hitting right now, bro. And that's the problem. Is motherfuckers took that term, hit.
Let's talk about conversations. Now, I was talking to my homeboy. He called me. I've been knowing him over 30-something years. And maybe like, it may be that much time. But you know, there's different communication styles. And what always pissed me off about his communication style, he's in Louisiana, and we were talking about a lot of different things, just catching up. He just called me out the blue. And I was telling him about, say, you got some monkeys running around there in New Orleans down there. What the fuck y'all got going on over there? So like 10 of them escaped. They got a couple of them back. And then we were talking about all the mayors and all the police chiefs through women under that bullshit that Biden and Obama and them were doing, trying to get females in leadership position. They all suck ass. They don't know how to manage fucking money, and all of them are incompetent and end up showing the world that it's a man's world, and I'm not being fucking fake. It is. They don't know how to do their job like they're supposed to. All of them. Look at Kamala Harris with her code switching. And it's not just to pull them down. She went into debt. Every last one of them going to debt. Big time. Big time. Where it's almost to the point where they start stealing and robbing. The next thing you know, they end up going to jail. You see how they get a strong man next to them who's a convicted felon. Look across the board. You mean that crazy damn woman down there, Tiffany, whatever her name is. Bottom. Oh, I can't even name all the names. I'm not gonna try to. Think about all the females that were in charge, and get this male next to them, who's supposed to be this thug, and they all up in financial debt, broke, turmoil, nobody wants them around, and they end up going to court, just about going to jail. And crime has gone up. They're not meeting none of their constituents' needs. They have done nothing over the period of time that makes any sense. Look, you got this woman dealing with reparations for black people. All the time that she was alive. No, she's no longer with us. Rest in peace. She did nothing to help bring reparations to the floor. And when she was on the floor trying to get reparations, was in Congress, and the Supreme Court never even had on their docket or their radar to even talk about reparations. That shit that happened over in California was so fake and phony. Listen to me, man. We a dying people, man. We a dying breed. After they finish with these Mexicans, they coming after our asses, which they already are after us. They bringing people from other countries over here now that they can't use the Mexicans anymore. They're not. Look at this. Oh, the Brooklyn Bridge got hit. Damn, look at that shit. The Brooklyn Bridge got hit, but it didn't come down. Let me take a sip of this Sprite. Y'all don't mind, do you? Shit. Good. Thank you to the show. Thank you. Y'all will never understand, man. Y'all more into like, social media is just a fucking playground. You only have approximately 100 years. Your life is what you make it. But when you have people who are in your way, when I was like, let me see, 18 years old and got out of high school in Columbus, Ohio, walking downtown to the ocean front. I think that's where the Riverwalk. I don't even remember. So many states I lived in, and they had, a main place where it's community. And I was going up into the Omni one night about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They had me set up with my brother in Ohio. Police was undercover and out there. Just fucking with us because we black. White folks can walk out 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, walking all stinking funky dog, smoking, drinking, wine in their hand with a red cup or whatever. Another black man walked down the street with a pit bull and a fucking 40 ounce in his hand, damn near bald naked playing music or whatever. It don't matter what he doing. He mind his own business. 4 police cars to roll up, jump out the car. What are you doing? Hands against the wall. Why his dog is barking and shit, scaring the shit out the man. He ain't bothering nobody. Shit, 2 white folks can be sitting in Central Park on a bench having sex. Police just gonna ride by, walk by. They don't even give a fuck. Let a black man be out there having doggy style with a white woman. Man, they gonna bring the whole SWAT team and beat his ass half to death with their foot on his throat. Somebody let me know. And convinced the woman that he was killing her. When all was doing was pleasing her, and they so jealous. Come on, somebody let me know. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. I'm hearing thunder and lightning. Y'all ain't saying nothing that mean nothing. Look at this. They need a wake-up call, man. They after every black man that walked this fucking earth. Warning to men. Diddy and Shannon Sharp cases will change the game. They did it to Michael Irvin. Not Magic, but who's Jordan's son? He fucking with that white bro. Look what he got himself into. Jordan daddy. Jordan himself. Every time a black man get to a certain level, he always bringing a high yellow ass woman, but the whole time he down at the bottom, he fucking with the dark skinned women. And the white woman you think is successful and gonna get you ahead is the one that stab you in your damn back. I feel sorry for the sisters sometimes. You know what I mean? I really do. Cause baby, you being used. You just don't know it. They always want to look over there and say, well, this is the thing I really can't stand. When y'all try to equal it out like it's important to choose one just to speak to be speaking. Oh, Denzel and his wife for making it. Okay. That's the best you can do? Okay. You know how many women Denzel has done fucked behind his wife's back, man? Come on. Oh my God. You know how many women Bill Cosby been with? Look at OJ. What happened to him? He did the same thing. Messing with white bros. Y'all don't get it though.
'78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bells to be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. All right, y'all, I'm out here at one of my parks just chilling. Didn't feel like going to the river today, but I'm just chilling. But I did want to do a video, make sure I did a video in regards to this Diddy and Cassie trial. Again, I'm going to be covering a lot of this stuff. I'm not going to be able to cover everything and do a video every day because I'm going to get tired. I'm a Gemini. I get bored real easy with the same topics. So I'm not going to be doing a video every day about this, but I will try to peek in from time to time and try to do a few videos a week about the trial. But a few things that's happened during this trial that nobody's talking about, I haven't seen people talking about. It's funny how the media is trying to glance over this stuff and not inform you, the public, as to what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? People are biased and people have their own biased agendas, so they selectively reporting certain things, right, and while leaving other things out. But exactly. I find it interesting that Diddy and Cassie, while on the stand, informed the whole world that Diddy had an overdose. He overdosed from partying too hard and doing too many illegal, drugs and stuff like that. And he spent time. He was at the Playboy Mansion, having some free calls. Right? He was at the Playboy Mansion having free calls. The media is not covering that part of the story. They keep talking about Diddy overdosing, but they're not talking about where he was. They're not talking about Diddy was at the Playboy Mansion having free calls. And I find it weird that the media keeps trying to cover up for Hugh Hefner in the Playboy Mansion. I know why they're doing it, but y'all don't want to hear the real reason. Because y'all get frustrated with me because you think I'm a race man, and all I do is talk about racism and how everything correlates to race. Well, hey, it does. In America, Jack, that's what America is. America loves racism. And I'm telling you right now, I told y'all this 8 months ago when all this stuff happened. I said, Hugh Hefner, if you watch my No 304 show, I told y'all Hugh Hefner invented the freak off. I don't know if he actually invented it, but my point was, P. Diddy learned from Hugh Hefner about the freak off. Hugh Hefner from the Playboy Mansion was Diddy's mentor when it comes to the freak off. Many celebrities have come out over the years and proudly told their freak off stories about the Playboy Mansion. Proudly. And nobody batted an eye, nobody cared. Nobody called them creeps or freaks. Bro, it was girls, 16, 15-year-old high school chicks was at the Playboy Mansion. Hugh Hefner was smashing, other celebrities were smashing. Nobody cared, bro. Nobody said nothing. Your favorite media outlets didn't say nothing. Everybody turned a blind eye to it. Everybody just said, hey, Hugh Hefner, old school Mac. He still got it, blah, blah, blah. But if you take Hugh Hefner and you turn him into a black man, now everything he does becomes illegal and perverted and disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna jump on the bandwagon to destroy him. And I'm trying to figure out why y'all still aren't doing that with Hugh Hefner to this day. Yes, Hugh Hefner has passed along. However, Hugh Hefner, Playboy Mansion estate is still worth a crazy amount of money. Why don't you see women coming out suing the estate of the Playboy Mansion estate and Hugh Hefner's estate to, for all the stuff that happened to them when they were underage. Nobody's saying nothing. They stand on code for whatever reason, but they turn around and like I seen one chick was suing Bill Cosby, said that Bill Cosby took advantage of her when she was 16 in the Playboy Mansion. And what bothered me about the whole story is the media covered that, but nobody asked why a 16-year-old girl was at the Playboy Mansion in the first place. Nobody asked that question. Everybody just kept saying, oh, Bill, he know he wrong. Bill know he wrong. That girl was 16. Okay, well, why was this 16-year-old in the Playboy Mansion with Hugh Hefner? Nobody wants to talk about that. That type of blatant racism, blatant bias, I can't deal with. It's just ridiculous. Look at this girl. See, she coming over here because she hear me talking.
Yep.
She fishing for compliments.
Yep.
That's what these chicks be doing. They be fishing for compliments. They think if they see a black man at the park, mind his own business, somehow he gonna be swayed. Look at her. She's standing right there now.
Mm-hmm.
She think I'm gonna be swayed, and I just can't resist the sweet nectar of the milk of magnesia. No, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna happen with me. You ain't gonna do me like you did Shannon. But anyway.
Hold on. I can go in the laundromat 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and wash my damn clothes and mind my own business, just trying to hurry up and get in there for an hour where nobody should be coming up in there. A white woman come up in that motherfucker and stand right next to me. And I'm like, what the hell? Scaring the living shit out of me. Like, if I did that, they'd be calling the police on me. I'm like, out of all the washer and dryers, out of the entire time we can't make this up, dude. It's a double standard.
Like I said, with Hugh Hefner, the media doesn't want to cover it. They don't want to talk about anything that relates to having to hold some white folks accountable or call them perverts or creeps. The media don't want nothing to do with that, right? So this is why this old man, Hugh Hefner, who used to be, he's deceased now, but Hugh Hefner, he didn't hide none of this stuff, bro. Openly had girls 19, 20, and he was 80-something years old, 90, however old he was, living like a boss, lapping it up, smashing up everything that moved. All the little young chicks, high school students and all. Nobody said nothing. Nobody cared. But when it comes to Diddy, and I told y'all this 8 months ago. I did videos and told y'all about this. Nobody cared. Now you got Dr. Umar Johnson out here telling y'all about Elvis. Right? Everybody, it's common knowledge that Elvis was smashed in 14 years.
Ultra Fire cervical care pillow. Even orthopedic doctors are using it. Orthopedic expert recommendation.
Down underage girl.
Everybody turns a blind eye to it and say it was a romance story. It was love, first sight, and this and that. But then you want to say Shannon Sharp is a creep because he's 50, messing with a chick that was 19, 20, and 21. Oh, he creep, man. That's disgusting, man. I could never. Oh, and then y'all say Diddy's such a creep. I can't believe y'all. Oh, Diddy, man. Man, what did he see in that young Cassie, man? Cassie, that girl was so innocent. She didn't know nothing about nothing, man. And Diddy come, man. Cassie's a 304. Stomp down 304 too. She disloyal though. She very disloyal. She freaky. She was addicted to having relations. That chick literally cheated on every man she been with.
Yeah, Cassie cheated on every man she been with.
Her first dude was stupid enough to bring her around Diddy. Because he thought he was impressing her. I'm going to bring her around Diddy. Yeah, Diddy going to help you get your career right. Then you're going to love me even more because I helped you out. Psych. You brought her around Diddy and she chose up on Diddy, right? Yep. Then Diddy stupidly took her around Kid Cudi. Hey, I want you to work with Kid Cudi. Y'all produce some magic. Y'all make some magic. You know what I'm saying? She sneaked behind Diddy back and she smashed Kid Cudi. Right?
Yep.
Then Diddy introduced her to a personal trainer to help keep them in shape for their little nasty freak-offs, and they can look good on camera. What she do? She started smashing the personal trainer. And guess what she do then? She married the personal trainer.
Yep.
She married him. A straight simp. This dude married a girl who he knew was getting sleazed out by everybody.
Yep.
A girl who you knew was getting urinated on. A girl who you knew all this stuff was been happening.
Yep.
And you still married her. And everybody trying to make her husband such a great hero or something. All these women on here, all these women on the internet trying to, Cassie's husband is such a stand-up guy. He's so strong. He's such a man. No,
That's
sorry.
true.
Sorry. He's not a man. He's not strong. He's a simp.
Yep, he's a straight up simp. Let's see what's going on outside real quick. There be some beautiful women that were out. Look, it's raining, y'all. It's raining. People live in the automobiles and shit. It's raining. These girls where I work are beautiful, but they all look the same. In this whole community around here, they all sound the same and they all look the same. So there's nothing unique about them at all. I bullshit you not. All these East Indian women are all look the same and sound the same.
Cassie's husband was taken out of the courtroom conveniently, so that way nobody could see his face and his reaction to hearing how Cassie was cheating on him with Diddy. Even after they were together, and you telling me, I'm gonna put myself in the husband position for a second, just so y'all better understand me. If I'm the husband, right? Oh, I'm saving you. I'm saving you from this monster Diddy. This guy who ruined your life and lied to you and abused you and hurt you and raped you. I'm your knight in shining armor. I'm your savior. But then guess what she was doing? She's running back to Diddy, smashing Diddy behind her husband's back. Right? She said Diddy came to her house and violated her. Raped her in front or in her house. Right? She with her man now. She with her new man. Then she admits openly that a couple months later, she's smashing Diddy again voluntarily. So,
on the phone,
this is what this is about.
Hold on. She's smashing Diddy on the phone with her other man. Diddy in the bed with her, knowing he can't do nothing with this young, lioness full of heat and hormones. And she jumped from bed to bed, disease-ridden, drugged out, just disgusting. The only thing that's great about her is that she's got a fucking pretty face. And she's accessible. I mean, how many women have you seen like that? They all over the place, but that's the truth. But she's of age. If she wants to be reckless with her body, and she's out here doing all that bullshit she's doing, why should anybody have a problem with it? She is not being held hostage. It's not a criminal act, no matter what type of sexual relations they have in that bed. She has become the hustler. And let me retract that communication aspect. My thing is that while she's playing the game, there's discipline that comes with playing the game. Because she's not innocent. She's stealing, she's lying, she's giving disease, she's weaponizing her body. Manipulate. She's for the streets. Can y'all recognize that? Y'all don't understand. If you don't know, you know. If you do, you do. The women, the madams, they quietly know this. The house women, they quietly know this. When they need what they want, to get what they want, they have to make some sort of other looking the other way sacrifice. I'll be right back and going to the store. They might be going out there I hate to say it, leaving a grown man with they. Never mind, I ain't going there. And we leave it alone.
He is a freak, so is Diddy. They two toxic, nasty people, and they deserve each other. But we all know people like that. We all know people who are just in bad situations that they shouldn't be in, but they love each other, and it's a waste of time for anybody to try to intervene because she gonna go right back to him. Right? It's a whole lot, bro.
Eating too much salt causes hypertension, right? Nope. What about too much bacon and red meat? Nope. It's
Brothers that's locked up in jail, in prison, for trying to defend their sister, their cousin, their mama, and whatever. And these chicks go right back to these trifling dudes.
Yep.
Because listen, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. And if you don't listen to nothing else I say, young homies, listen to this. When Cassie said in the text messages that were revealed, she said, I feel like I'm such a bad person. I'm tired of being sneaky. I feel so bad.
Thank you.
And the defense brought that up to suggest that Cassie knew she was being fouled. She cheating on all her boyfriends, and she messed with NFL players, Michael B. Jordan, and all. She just doing everything, all kind of stuff. She was as much as a sex addict as Diddy was, okay. But everybody trying to paint Diddy out to be a monster, and Diddy is fouled for putting hands on her like the way he did. Diddy literally put hands and feet on her, right? And we know that's a foul situation, but we also know that it wasn't bad enough for her to not to leave, because she had plenty of opportunities to leave. She had other men in her life. She had rich men in her life. She kept going back to Diddy, even so much that she even named one of her kids after Diddy's alias. If this man did all this stuff to you, why would you name your child after this man? Why are you still writing this man love letters and way after when you got a husband? And you still respond to him with love and all this type of stuff? Why? And I thought your husband must be such a great guy. Listen, let me tell you something. This is how I go. When a chick tell you who she is, you gotta believe it, bro. Exactly. This is the problem a lot of simps make, okay? When a girl tells you she ain't nothing, I'm trash, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a bad person, don't try to uplift her spirits. Don't talk about yourself like that, honey. No, you're a great person. Let me tell you about your qualities. First of all, you're a great sibling. I see how you treat your siblings. I see how you talk to your mom. You're always helpful to your mother. You're a very good person. See, that's how Sims do. Your natural instinct is to protect her and uplift her spirits. But the reason why she's saying and telling you she's trash is because she knows things about herself that you don't know. She knows that she done freaky stuff with her cousin. She knows that, she done cheated on 5-6 of her boyfriends. She knows she done seduced this one or that one. She knows things that you don't know about her. Things that you would never want to know about her. She knows.
Yeah.
You understand? She knows.
She can't even control herself. She's a sex addict. She's just like Jada Pinkett.
She's trying to tell me who she is, and my stupid self trying to uplift her spirits. Oh, no. Stop being so hard on yourself, baby. No, baby, let me tell you something, this and that. You think you're doing something clever, but you ain't doing nothing but being a sucker. You uplift her spirits as soon as she get comfortable, and you done told her all these good things about herself, and she get her confidence back. She finna be running around cheating on you and smashing your homies and all kind of filthy, nasty stuff. That's what these chicks do.
Man.
Cassie a stone cold freak, bro. She not wifey material, but old boy done wifed her up. And he's sitting in court looking like a fool. This woman admitted that she been cheating over her husband with Diddy. The same guy she crying on your shoulder about.
Oh, by the way.
How horrible he was to her.
By the way, it don't stop. Once she dropped that load, that baby, oh my God. She's already got her money. Diddy's, the court case is out the way. She gonna be running the streets again. She gonna put her busybody shoes back on again and hit the streets and look for another come up. I wouldn't be surprised if she ever start going. I don't know what state she live in, but I think she gonna track down LeBron James' son. Watch what I tell you. Mm-hmm. And end up trying to find a way to get with him. End up owning the damn Lakers. I promise you. Watch what I tell you.
She's still running back to him cheating, and you chalk it up as, oh, she got Stockholm syndrome. See, yeah, I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna prove to her I'm a good guy. I'm not gonna leave your side, baby. No matter what you do, what you say, baby, I love you. That's foolish love. That's not love. That's foolishness. That's sucker behavior. No man would be proud of his son for sticking by a woman that constantly cheat on him, constantly humiliate him. Name one of her kids after the dude who abused her. Who does that, bro? Y'all can keep making excuses for this girl talking about Stockholm syndrome, bro. Listen, bro. What woman names her baby after her abuser? Who? Cassie was just as guilty as Diddy. She was she was an accomplice in all of the nasty, filthy stuff. But because she's a woman, she has this little veto power.
Hold
She
up.
can say, "Oh, I'm a lady. He forced me," and then half the people gonna believe that because a lot of y'all hate men, and a lot of y'all.
She was going to get the workers, the sex workers. She was going to get the drugs. She was, she let the man overdose him. Puffy wasn't even doing drugs like that. He wasn't even into shit like that. But in order to, I guess he took a turn for the worse sitting around somebody and he just got to the point where he just was broken. Like, how can I keep her around because she's sneaking behind my back? Other people around her or him were giving her drugs and she ended up missing over there like a drug addict does and a sex fiend does and she has nothing. What she don't have no music. Who's she making an album with? They said she was gonna go on the tour with. What? Tour? What album does she have? 10 albums and only one ever got out? What 10 albums? She don't got no 10 albums. Suppose she had a 10 album deal. Who gave her a 10 album deal? Nobody in their right mind. And J-Lo could sing better than her. And they give J-Lo nothing but problems. Come on, man. Y'all, this case needs to be dismissed. Stop playing, bringing up these people for the government, trying to get people tangled in this old reckless ass web. Because all they're gonna do is dismiss this case or find him not guilty, if you will. Because they say the jurors are already sick of it. Find him not guilty. He gonna be happy, get either out or get ready to walk out, and they gonna call him back or transport him right that day he gets out to another jurisdiction and have him right back up in the jail in another city, state, or wherever, and have him sitting there for another trial after trial until he just, I don't know what the fuck he gonna do. Probably take his own life. I'm gonna be tired of
I
that
think
shit.
women are weak and stupid, and they're incapable of creating or thinking for themselves. I don't believe that. I know too many intelligent women in my family. I know too many highly intelligent women from the streets. You know what I'm saying? There was 304s. They got to their money, and a lot of them, quite frankly, were smarter than the dudes. Okay, a lot of young chicks too. A lot of young chicks been laced up in the game. And they smarter than these old dudes. A lot of these old dudes is game goofy, like Shannon Sharp. For instance, Shannon, I like Shannon, you know what I'm saying? I like him, but Shannon is an idiot for some things, right? But Shannon, everybody keep talking about, oh, Shannon should have been messing with that young girl. He's so much older than her. That girl is 100 times smarter than Shannon when it comes to the game. See, Shannon is an OG who tried to get back in the game when he got some new money. See? I explained this before. This is what happens. And it almost happened to me, low key, right? Just to be honest with you, right? So I'm be What is that, Coyote? That's that white woman. Okay, never mind. Anyway, this is what happens. Shannon got with, he got some new money, right? Remember, he was a TV analyst. His NFL career was over with. He ain't got that money no more for the NFL. So now he penny pinching and budgeting his money like a normal civilian. He working for CBS or something like that at the time. So he making decent money. You know, he definitely ain't broke, right? But I'm gonna use just some hypothetical numbers, right? I don't know if these are real numbers. I'm just hypothetically saying, right? Let's say Shannon's making $350,000 a year working for CBS, right? Don't know if that's real numbers, but just walk with me. So that's good money, okay? But that's not really rich. But that's good money, especially when you already had an NFL career. So that $350,000 a year job should be able to sustain a certain lifestyle, pay your taxes. You know, you can still live comfortable with $350,000. But the problem is, so Shannon, he messing with girls and stuff. He got a girlfriend and all that, and he budgeted off of that $350,000 per year. You know what I'm saying? He got moved. He living like a responsible adult, right? But then he strikes gold with his show with Skip Bayless, Undisputed. He strikes gold there. He gets a big pay raise. Now he's making like $1 million a year, right? Maybe more. Then he comes out with his own podcast and all that stuff, and now he raking in the dough on the podcast. He killing it on the podcast. I mean, Shannon doing his thug thizzle on the podcast, right? So now he done just took over that whole genre, right? Now he making millions of dollars, right? So now he had a huge uptick to now he making, let's say hypothetically, like I said, these are fake numbers, but I'm just saying hypothetically. Now he's making $10 million a year off of social media and TV, right? He working with ESPN now, all that kind of stuff, right? So he making like $10 million a year, right? So now he had this huge uptick in pay. He going from $350,000, living responsibly, to now it's like going through a second puberty for a man of Shannon's age. Now you're going through a second puberty. Oh my God, I got all this money. Ooh, right? You start walking with a little more confidence, feeling good about yourself, and you know what that do? That makes you a mark. That makes you a target. You become a target by little young wenches. Young chicks see you coming in the strip club. They see you coming in the gym. They see you walking with a little pep in your step. They know you got some money. They can tell by your shoes, by your clothes, by your upkeep, your expensive taste in cologne. Young chicks can read all that. They know if you wearing a $50 cologne versus a $500 cologne. They know. So they've been schooled if they with the right type of pimping. They've been schooled right, so they can smell it on you. Smell money, even if you're trying to be modest. You don't want to wear your Rolex to the club, but they can tell by your frames and your glasses you got money. They can tell by your taste in cologne you got glasses. They can tell by your veneers that you got money, right? They can tell you got money, not glasses. I'm sorry. So anyway, long story short, Shannon was game goofy because he thought, oh, I'm older than her. She bad. She a baddie. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. Yeah,
I'm not gonna play that man's whole video. Y'all can go see it for yourselves. But yeah, Shannon got pimped. Man, that motherfucker, whatever that was, I don't know what the hell she is. I don't fuck with him. She was on that damn, what you call that shit, OnlyFans, and she was already in the streets like that. She's for the streets too, all of them, man. Look, this is a trap guy, man. I fucks with y'all, I love y'all, man. It's really real. Stay focused, stay on your pivot, man. Get your shit. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing, man. At the end of the day, man, I swear to God to you, I've had money. I'm embarrassed. I'm absolutely fucking embarrassed. I let these damn Hispanics come and knock me off my motherfucking straight up, like my Wilder. Bomb squad! One hitter and quitter, man. Just trying to do something where I was getting it, you're getting it. But it's all good. Life goes on. I got a lot of shit going on. You're gonna figure it out though. But yeah, man, they trafficking and sloppy shit, man. That's the video. It's not finished yet. I'm not gonna play that man's whole video. All right, let's do this for the streets. Oh God, I do it for the one who never had nothing, man. I used to bang the motherfucking tables at school and said, man, this was the way, and I had it, and I didn't, behind closed doors, it was that.
How much could you save by switching your car insurance to Allstate? Well, let's say this is you.
Road to, the road to my, to 103 G's, you know? Kill your negative thinking. Stop it. Hello. Who that? I'm back up in the game. Look at me, look at me. Trap got the rap guy. Hello. Yeah, I need 911. Can somebody over here come and get me? What's the problem? Where you at? I'm in the trap. The light. I'm tired of the noise. I'm tired of the rats. I'm tired of the roach. I mean, ew. Standing behind these fences, looking at this. The world don't love me. The trap guy. Ew. What you got for me? Yeah. $1 million dream, $100,000 wear. I don't give a fuck, man. I might not appear to be the greatest. They don't understand. And they hate me. I'm spitting in the feelings. All these words in the trap. Y'all never understand what it's like to be a struggling African American, black nigga, whatever you want to call us. Ooh, trap guy, rap guy. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. Does it matter? Does it really appeal to be the greatest? I know you hate me. Woo, 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 woo. Can you relate to me? I'm the trap guy. Money, cars, clothes, riches. Then we get the picture. And then we know we are free. I'm the trap guy. Until we testimonies. I love y'all, man. But you know how it goes. I gotta keep pushing.